Hello and welcome to another one of my videos. Now today I'd like to go somewhere I've not been before, and that is Taiwan, and take a look at their quite rare Type C ration. So this is the genuine military ration, so let's get this on a table and see what this pack contains. Now I have here on the table a Taiwan Type C field ration. Now these actual military rations are quite rare. A lot of reviewers have actually only been able to get hold of the civilian version, but this is the military version, and it was kindly sourced to me by one of my subscribers from Taiwan. So if you're watching, thank you very much once again for helping me acquire this package. So what does it actually contain? It's a simple green plastic bag, some dark black Chinese writing. I've been unable to decipher what these actually say. I cannot find a date code, so I'm going to need to open this and actually see if I can find the year of manufacture. Now it's a very simple wrapper, peels open nice and easily, and inside there is a very simple set of components. Now straight off the top there's a nice selection of biscuits or cookies. I have 2 packets of what I think is a cereal or a breakfast type meal. I believe that is a 3-in-1 coffee. Does look like a strawberry jam or a red fruit jam. There is some what I think is a pork jerky or pork rinds. There's a selection of 4 candies or sweets, and of course a large pack of the biscuits or crackers. So that is the contents of this Taiwan Type C ration. So let's get this on a tray and see what they look and taste like. As you can see, I now have the contents of this Taiwan Type C ration laid out on the tray, and I've managed to translate a little bit of this. It is a cereal based and it says mix with warm water. So I'm going to start there. There are 2 little packets. There are some little tear notches in the corners, so she'll just, I think because it's a small amount, I should just pour it into a glass this time. There is 1, and again we'll take the top off there, second one, and pour that in. There's 2. Now I've actually got hot water, so I'm going to have to sort of mix half and half. So first off, in the glass there, I'm going to mix some, using a Chinese spoon, mix it with a little bit of cold first, and then add a little bit of hot water. It doesn't say any indication of how much liquid to use, so I'll just do a best guess. It's very milky, very watery looking, but we'll leave that a few moments to do its thing. We also have a 3-in-1 coffee, so let's go ahead and make that up. Now, I can't see any tear strip on that, so I'm going to bring in another one of my little knives. Now this is a little novelty knife which I carry on my keyring. Obviously looks like a key. In the UK carrying the knives is seriously frowned upon, so having it as a key helps. It's a very cheap, made in China, just like the ration, little folding knife, so I shall use that just to help with this ration. And this is the 3-in-1 coffee. Nice fine looking powders there. Nice smell of coffee emanating from there. And I'll give that about half a mug. Again, there's no indication of how much. I think these things you just adjust to personal taste. Okay, so a standard dark roast looking coffee, and I think we'll have a taste of that and see. Very sweet. The milk is not dissolving that well. I'm not sure if that is actual powdered milk instead of creamer, and it might have gone a little sour. Nice and sweet, nice and dark, nice and strong. Not quite sure if that is milk powder, which is slightly soured, but it's done the job. It's whitened it up. Now we'll have another look at this porridge or drink. It has thickened up. There is little oats in there, and again probably milk powder. So we'll just have a little sip of that. Sweetened, lots of sugar, very sweet, milky style porridge. Not unpleasant at all, very reminiscent of a Western style porridge flavour, just more extremely watered down, but a very nice pleasant drink. There is 14 of these biscuits, so I'll just move them out to have a closer look. Where's the taste there? There. Again, slightly sweet, slightly plain. The sort of biscuit which you could have either as a backup for a savoury dish, as an extra calorie booster, or would go very well as a sweet. Very little flavour, white flour, but a decent all round cracker. I think the idea is you might spread a little bit of this strawberry jam, so let's have a look at that. We'll bring the little knife in again. And we'll just try a little bit. Now I can see some seeds in there, so straight away you know there is actually some fruit. I'll just use the spoon just to give it a little bit of a move around. Looks like it's a nice thick set jam. Nice quality. Very strong strawberry fruit flavour. I think it is actually made with strawberries. Excuse me, took a big bite there. On the cracker, it's very reminiscent of what we have here in the UK called a jam tart, which is basically a pastry base with a jam filling, and then it's baked. Very much like a jam tart flavouring. Very nice, very tasty jam. There seems to be a little bit of a film forming on the coffee, but I'll have a taste. That initial flavour that I thought was sour milk seems to have gone. I think it was just the whitener. Now, let's have a look at these pork rinds or pork jerky. We'll pour those out for a better look. They're little tiny granules. look very reminiscent of something that you might have a cat biscuits mixed with food. Let's have a taste of those. Extremely hard. Not a lot of flavour there. It's certainly not barbecue. To be honest, there's not a lot of flavour there at all. It's just an extremely hard, crunchy, I think it's probably pork rinds. Very unusual flavour. There is no sort of barbecue or smoky flavour to those. They're very bland. They're actually quite disappointing in flavour. But I'm sure it's just a little bit of protein. Let's have another taste of this. Sweet, milky porridge. There is a lot of sugar in there. Very, very powerfully sweet. And I think now I'll just take a look at one of these candies. Now I'm not sure what flavour they are. I've seen other reviewers and they say they are ginger, as you'll see. A normal sort of hard candy or sweet. Ginger. Very strong ginger, root ginger style flavour. Very pleasant, very pleasing, very strong root ginger flavour. Very nice, mouth refreshing candy. So, just need to remove that from my mouth a minute while I finish off the video. So, brief recap. The coffee, dark, sweet. The creamer stroke milk didn't want to dissolve very well. Initially it gave the impression the milk had soured, but now it has had time to mature in the cup. That sour taste has gone. And it is a well-rounded, dark, sweet coffee. The porridge is very thin, very flavoursome or reminiscent of a standard Western style porridge, just extremely thin by Western standards. It's sweet, it's creamy, there's a little bit of porridge oat in there. It's a pleasing little side dish. The jam was of good quality. Let's see if I can. Strawberry, plenty of strawberries in there. Nicely set, good quality strawberry jam. Went exceptionally well on the crackers. The crackers are plain, simple white flour crackers. A very, very slight sweetness. I wouldn't say they were salty, but they would go either way with a savoury or a sweet dish. Made an excellent backing for the jam. Made it very much like an English style jam tart. So a very nice combination of the two. The pork rinds, pork jerky, sticky from the jam there. To be honest, I'm not sure what to make of them. They have virtually no flavour, and the quantity, I can understand it'll be probably a little bit of protein, but it'll be a very minor amount. To me, the least favourite component of this ration. Very hard, very teeth breaking. Personally, I think for very little benefit. The candies are strong root ginger flavour candies. They're firm, they're sweet, very strong ginger flavour. A nice, if you like ginger, this is a nice comforting sweet or candy. So, a very interesting little ration. The Type C Taiwan. I'm going to leave it there. So, thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe and hit that notification button for future videos coming very soon. So thank you and goodbye.